Imagine an early morning in Amsterdam, just as the sun begins to rise behind rows of narrow 17th century buildings. The air is crisp, slightly chilly, and carries the warm scent of freshly baked bread from small cafes opening their doors. Among the gentle sounds of bicycles passing by, you hear the soft ripple of water brushing against the canal walls. This is the beginning of a peaceful journey through the heart of a city shaped by water, Amsterdam. As you stroll along the canal, the first thing that catches your eye is the iconic architecture. Tall, narrow houses stand close together, each one unique. Some are deep red brick, others painted in soft colors. Their large windows, white frames, and charming gabled roofs give the impression that these houses have been quietly watching over the canal for centuries. There's a warmth and friendliness to them, as if they're ready to tell you stories from long ago. The water in the canal is calm, like a giant mirror reflecting the city's history, rows of old buildings, leafy trees, and the pale blue morning sky. Occasionally, a small boat glides by, sending gentle ripples across the surface. You can sit at the edge of the canal simply to enjoy the peaceful urban melody, not completely silent but never overwhelming. Further along your walk, you come across a quaint stone bridge with classic black railings and vintage-style lamps. From the top of the bridge, the canal looks like a picture-perfect postcard. Tour boats drifting by, houseboats lined along the edges, and bicycles parked everywhere. Here you stop for a moment, taking a deep breath, and feeling a calmness that only a water city like Amsterdam can give. Choosing to join a canal cruise is the best way to truly experience this part of Amsterdam. Once the boat begins to move, the city reveals itself from a more intimate perspective. The guide shares how these canals were constructed in the 1600s during the Dutch Golden Age, a time when Amsterdam thrived as a world center of trade. These canals are not just beautiful, they are masterworks of urban planning and engineering. As the boat continues, you pass under charming bridges, one after another, over 1,000 across the city. Under one of them, you hear a street musician playing the accordion. His music echoes gently through the tunnel, adding a touch of romance to the journey. Tourists along the canal wave at the passing boat, and you find yourself smiling back. Along the way, you see Amsterdam's famous houseboats, creative floating homes decorated with flowers, bright colors, and personal touches that show how residents embrace life on the water. The guide points out the Anne Frank House next, a place filled with history and emotion. From the water, you see a line of visitors, each of them wanting to connect with the powerful story held within those walls. Soon, the boat glides into a greener section of the canal, where tall trees arch gracefully over the water. Their leaves rustle gently in the breeze, creating dancing patterns of sunlight on the surface. You feel a deep sense of peace, as if time has slowed down, and all your worries have drifted away with the current. After the cruise, you continue your walk along the canal. By now, the cafes are lively with people enjoying coffee and pastries. You choose a small terrace beside the water, order a cappuccino, and watch the world go by. Bicycles whiz past, tourists capture photos of every corner, and seagulls glide overhead. As the sun begins to set, the canal transforms once again. The sky turns golden orange, reflecting on the water like molten glass. One by one, the bridge lights flicker on, creating glowing trails that follow the shape of the canal. You return to your favorite little bridge, watching Amsterdam bathe in warm evening light. This is when the city feels most magical, simple, calm, and deeply enchanting. In the end, enjoying the canals of Amsterdam isn't just about seeing iconic views. It's about feeling the rhythm of the city, appreciating its history, and allowing yourself to be carried away by the gentle movement of water. It teaches you that beauty doesn't always come from grand gestures. Sometimes it flows quietly, just like the canal itself. And as night falls, with shimmering reflections dancing on the water and the soft glow of city lights all around, you realize that Amsterdam isn't only a place to visit. It's a place to feel, to savor, and to remember forever.